Forget billionaire private jets and luxury yachts. When it comes to traveling in style, no head of state does it better than King Salman of Saudi Arabia. Imagine a plane transformed into a flying palace, escorted by an entire fleet and accompanied by a golden escalator. Yes, you heard that right. Welcome to the unbelievable world of royal travel. In this video, we'll dive into the secrets behind King Salman's trips, his aircraft, his massive entourages, the teams of over 1,000 people who travel with him, and, of course, the mind-blowing luxury that follows him wherever he goes. Stick around until the end, because the final story is so over the top, you'll have a hard time believing it. It all begins with the plane, or rather, the planes. When King Salman flies, it's not in an ordinary private jet. It's a Boeing 747 transformed into a flying palace. Inside, royal suites, lavish salons, a private mosque, and even a miniature hospital for emergencies. But that's not all. Several cargo planes travel with him. Why? Because they carry not just tons of luggage, but also his personal car's bulletproof limousines and luxury Mercedes ready to roll as soon as he lands. Traveling as a king isn't just about comfort. It's also about security. And here, the numbers are staggering. His entourage can include hundreds, sometimes over 1,000 people. Bodyguards, doctors, chefs, translators, engineers, even personal barbers. Nothing is left to chance. Entire hotels are often booked for the delegation, and temporary kitchens are set up to ensure every meal meets royal standards. But what's most jaw-dropping is the extravagance. During his 2017 visit to Indonesia, King Salman transported more than 450 tons of equipment, including limousines and a golden escalator so he could descend from his plane in style. Yes, a private escalator built only for his travels. And that's not the only excess. In some destinations, entire beaches have been privatized, hotels redecorated from top to bottom, and even building elevators modified to meet his requirements. Behind the grandeur lies colossal logistics. His trips cost tens of millions of dollars, but can also boost local economies. In Bali, for example, his visit skyrocketed tourism and brought in massive revenue for local businesses. The flip side: huge security operations, blocked roads, and entire infrastructures reshaped just to host the king. But here's what most people don't know. King Salman doesn't just bring his entourage and vehicles. He also brings his own furniture, carpets, and even custom-made kitchen equipment. Why? Because when you're a monarch, every detail from the chair you sit on to the meal you eat must be perfectly controlled. In fact, for one of his international visits, staff reportedly spent weeks in advance modifying hotel suites, replacing beds, chandeliers, and even bathroom fixtures to match royal standards. The result: wherever the king travels, it instantly feels like an extension of his palace in Riyadh. These royal trips are more than just luxurious vacations. They are global events that influence diplomacy, business, and even international headlines. Countries prepare for months, rolling out the red carpet not just literally, but economically, because hosting the king can mean billions in investment deals. For example, during his Asian tour in 2017, King Salman signed multi-billion-dollar agreements that reshaped energy and trade relations. Behind the golden escalator and luxury convoys, these journeys are also carefully orchestrated displays of Saudi power on the world stage. But here's the thing: King Salman's travels are not only about comfort and security. They are about spectacle. Every landing is a show. Red carpets are rolled out. Entire motorcades of luxury cars line the runway, and military bands often play as the king steps out, sometimes descending on his very own golden escalator. It's not just an arrival, it's a statement. And perhaps the most jaw-dropping detail. During one of his state visits, a golden throne was flown in and set up just for him to conduct meetings. Imagine negotiating with a king who literally sits on a throne of gold while you're across the table. It's the ultimate symbol of prestige and a reminder of the power Saudi Arabia carries. But King Salman's travels are not just about luxury, they are about legacy. Every trip is carefully crafted to remind the world of Saudi Arabia's influence. From the Golden Throne to the convoys of limousines, these journeys are more than movement. They're moving symbols of power, tradition, and wealth on a scale almost impossible to imagine. And here's the fascinating part. Behind the extravagant displays lies a deeper strategy. Every royal visit doubles as a diplomatic mission. Deals worth billions are signed, alliances are reinforced, and Saudi Arabia's image as a global powerhouse is showcased in the most unforgettable way possible. The luxury grabs attention, but the politics seal the legacy. At this point, it's clear. King Salman's journeys are not simple flights from one country to another. They are moving theaters of power. Every limousine, every gold detail, every orchestrated arrival is part of a story. Saudi Arabia is not just present on the world stage, it's leading it. Think about it. Most world leaders travel quietly, discreetly. But King Salman, his trips are designed to be unforgettable. They blur the line between politics and spectacle, between tradition and modernity. It's travel elevated to a performance, one that the entire world can't help but watch. And that's why these royal journeys will be remembered long after the flights have landed. They are not just trips, they are legacies in motion. The golden escalator, the throne, the convoys. Each detail is carefully crafted to leave one lasting impression. Saudi Arabia travels in a league of its own. And here's the part that makes it even more fascinating. Much of King Salman's travel routine is still shrouded in secrecy. For every golden throne we hear about, there are countless details hidden from the public eye. The private discussions, the behind-the-scenes negotiations, the rituals that only a few ever witness. All of this adds a layer of mystique that makes his journeys even more legendary. Because when King Salman travels, he doesn't just represent himself, he represents a dynasty, a religion, a nation, and billions in wealth and influence. His movements are not just personal, they're historical. They're moments that echo across continents. And that's why the world watches so closely. These trips are more than luxury spectacles, they're carefully designed to send a message. Whether it's in Asia, Europe, or the United States, the king's presence instantly becomes a global headline, reminding everyone of the kingdom's reach. So, in the end, King Salman's travels are more than just journeys. They are masterpieces of logistics, symbols of power, and living displays of tradition and wealth. Traveling with style? For him, it's not about style. It's about rewriting the definition of what it means to move as a monarch in the modern world. Now, let me ask you one last time. If you had the chance to experience this kind of journey for just one day, what would be the very first thing you'd do? Fly in the golden jet? Ride in the motorcade? Or maybe descend that famous escalator? Share your answer. In the comments, I'll be featuring the best ones in a future video. And, of course, if you loved this look into the world of royal luxury, don't forget to hit subscribe, tap the bell, and leave a like. we've got even more jaw-dropping stories of wealth, power, and prestige coming your way.